Welcome to the Downtime from WTWH Media with your hosts, Sarah Wynn and Sheri Kasprzak, bringing you everything you need to know from the week in manufacturing.
Let's go.
Oh, look at us now. If you would have looked at us now, what do you think? What do you know?
Are you John Cena?
You can't see me, Sheri. You can't see me. Let me start. Let me introduce. And I'm going to say the champs are here. Welcome back to the Downtime. We are a weekly manufacturing podcast from WTWH Media. I'm Sarah Wynn, senior editor. And you wonder why we might be in our full Halloween garb or why you can't see me. That's because I'm John Cena, the WWE champion, the greatest of all time. You want some? Come get some. We are ready to rock and roll. And here's my co-host. Let me tag her in. She looks a little different today.
Hi, it's Sheri Kasprzak, executive editor for the Automation and Controls brands with WTWH Media. And I am a werewolf, get it? Because I'm wearing a lot of clothes and I'm also a werewolf, get it? See what I did?
Mm-hmm. Sheri has a lot of clothes, so this fits her very well. I did not know what her costume was going to be.
Exactly. So thank you for joining us for another episode of the Downtime. I might have to take this off now that we've gotten our reveal, because it's really hard to talk through this thing. So, I don't know.
I'll let it slide.
There I am. Hi. Yes, thank you.
There she is. There she is. Am I going to take this belt off my shoulder? Absolutely not. I'm wearing it the whole episode, Sheri.
Do it. Love it. So happy Halloween for everyone joining us. So great to be here. I love a Halloween episode, so I had to go all out. I'm loving the John Cena costume, Sarah.
We got the full cosplay going. We got the sweatbands. We got of course, the championship belt. He's the never seen 17 greatest of all time. We got the little towel. Never give up. You ready, Sheri? Let's go to work.
Let's do it.
All right. Where should we even start? We got such a great Halloween episode.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited. You know I love Halloween. It's one thing we bond over, so I love it.
Definitely. And so we have an interview today with Jordan Stroud. She's the inside sales rep at Fallas Automation. We talk all about Halloween candy, about how candy for them is a year-round operation. So we will get into that. But do you want to start with some headlines? I can go. You can go. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Get into it.
We have a brand new story on Packaging OEM's website about Pack Machinery. These are their demonstrations from Pack Expo Las Vegas. They integrated two of their auto baggers with robotics to streamline end of operations. Two systems on display. First one was a paper bagging system with the Cobot and AI tech from CMS Robotics. The tech picks items from a bin, scans them, places them in a bag. Pack Machinery said this is great for warehouse operations. Second system, all-electric tabletop auto bagger paired with a part management system to automate kitting. And you know, Sheri, I could talk Pack Expo all the time, all day, and this was a great demo to see, but I like to share too. So guess what? We've got the full demo up on Packaging OEM's website, LinkedIn. It's about 90 seconds and it's a nice little lunch break video to watch.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll have to go check it out.
Definitely. Sheri, we talked about the Packaging OEM newsletter last week. What about you? What newsletters are you working on? Where can they subscribe?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can go over to plantengineering.com and subscribe to all of our newsletters. One of my favorites is the Plant Automation newsletter. You might want to check that one out. We have a host of them that you can just go right through. You can click on newsletters and subscribe to your heart's content. We have a lot of great ones, so go check it out.
Thank you, Sheri. You know, WTWH offers a variety of newsletters, including from our engineering publications. You can check them out on our websites. It includes plant engineering, control engineering, packaging OEM, consulting specifying engineer. The list goes on and on and on. So many. Engineering.com is another good one too. But let's segue into our super sweet Halloween episode interview. Sheri and I had the great pleasure of speaking with Jordan Stroud. I mentioned at the top, she is inside sales for Fallas Automation. Fallas is a full service case packing company. They specialize in confectionery, sweet Halloween treats. Jordan told us that they pack about 75% of the candy that you you see when you're strolling down the Halloween aisle at the store.
We love that. That's like the favorite part of Halloween. Like, we love that.
It was a great chat. We are so happy she joined us. We met her back in Atlanta at Pack Expo Southeast. So why don't we take a listen to what Jordan had to say? Here we go.
Sounds good. Take it away, Jordan.
All right, welcome back to the Downtime. Sheri and I are here with Jordan Stroud, inside sales at Fallas Automation. Jordan, welcome to the show for our Halloween special.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell our audience a little bit about you, a little bit about Fallas?
Sure. Again, I'm Jordan Stroud. I've worked with Fallas Automation for 8 years now. I started as a receptionist and then I moved into marketing. And then about a year and a half ago, I moved into sales. It's been a very fun transition. I really, really enjoy it. So a little bit about Fallas Automation ourselves. We're a case packing company. We were founded in 1979 by Dave Fallas, and he actually was the director of engineering for a leading candy company. They still do business with us. They parted on good ways. It was a really nice relationship that we built. But he saw the need for automation in the industry. A lot of things were being designed in-house by, either by a third party or by company engineers. And so he wanted to offer a solution rather than each company trying to piecemeal something together.
Definitely.
So,
And I want to add, Jordan, we met back at Pack Expo Southeast when you had the Adabot, the compact robotic case packer running gummy bears.
mhm.
I know you guys focus on confectionery. That's why we brought you in for this Halloween episode. Want to just talk about confectionery really quick?
Okay, for sure. Yeah, we do a ton of confectionery because really our niche is loose filled bags. So that can be either candy, sauces, rice, beans, things like that. But bag handling is actually pretty difficult. So that's kind of how we made a name for ourselves. And we do pack about 3/4 of what you see on the Halloween candy aisle. So it's pretty good relationship that we have with the candy industry.
Absolutely. Would you say that Halloween time is kind of like your Super Bowl then?
Well, yes and no, because it's
Okay.
definitely the big event that everyone's been working towards, but there's also no off season. So by the
Right.
time we get to Halloween, they're already packaging Valentine's Day candy. They're working on Easter. So it's visibly it is, but for our customers and for us supporting them, we just stay busy year round.
Awesome. Thanks.
Busy, lots of candy, sweet treats.
Mhm.
We talked a little bit about Fallas, the industries you work in. Let's talk about machines. You offer case packers, erectors, sealers. We saw the Adabot that I mentioned. What does Halloween season look like for you and your customers? I know you said it's busy all year round, but is there any special seasonality, like with SKUs or anything you have to focus on with them?
Typically, no. Typically, we do that earlier in the year. And
Mhm.
so, if the graphics are changing on a bag, that doesn't really affect us at all. But if they try to introduce a new format or maybe a new size, then our service team can work really closely with them and make sure that their machines are tuned in and ready to run all that Halloween candy.
And Valentine's and Easter, you
And
never stop. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So, Jordan, you mentioned loose filled bags. Candy comes in all shapes and sizes, from flexible formats to chocolate bars and wrapped pieces. Can you talk about the unique challenges that come with handling the various products?
Yeah, of course. So we do have a machine, the Adabot LV, that does both lay flat and stand up products. But in general, the challenge is just bags themselves. I know I keep saying they're difficult to handle, but they have a tendency to roll. They're harder to guide. They just don't behave the same as a rigid product. So it's really down to the format, and we handle that mostly through upstream handling so that we minimize how much we actually touch the product and we just kind of guide it to where we need it to be. But the difficulties would definitely be either changing formats from lay flat to stand up, just designing new tooling for that, and then just the bags themselves.
So, how do your robotic case packers handle changeovers when one of your customers, say, switches over from something like Halloween to Christmas or Easter and beyond?
So 99% of our changeovers are toolless,
Mm.
and that is a big focus of ours to keep it a simple process because, something we don't want it to be a big ordeal. We know that manufacturers need to stay flexible for what their customers are requesting. So we keep our changeover process very simple.
Cool. Thank you.
Well, talk more a little bit on touch on the toolless changeovers. Is how did that come about at Fallas?
So a lot of our machines, the toolless changeovers are really intuitive. Like our Adabot, for example, it's a robotic pick and place robot. So to change the pick head, you literally just unseat it, you unscrew it, and then you pop in another one. Our case erector, our CE400, we actually have a little map on the machine, and the changeover points are numbered. So you just kind of follow that, and it'll get you where you need to go. We really strive to make that a simple part of the process because we don't want you to have to involve a whole maintenance team just because you're trying to run a little bit of a larger case.
Talk a little bit about control systems. What are typically driving the machines? Do you use PLCs or does it really depend on what your customers need?
So we actually use PLCs on all our machinery, including the case erectors and case sealers. That's a little bit unusual, but our customers a lot of times typically require it. So we
Right.
just integrate it to stay ahead of the game. That way we're on the same page to begin with.
Jordan, let's talk about collaboration. How does Fallas work alongside engineers and system integrators to add new equipment, integrate to a line, et cetera?
So we actually love working with engineers. Like I said, Dave Fallas was an engineer for a candy company. Most of our managers are engineers. We're very much an engineering first company. So the benefit of that is that we're basically all speaking the same language and we all have a very deep understanding of what we're talking about. They may not know our system, but we can definitely find the commonalities. We all have the same understanding. And so it really makes it to where we're able to collaborate with them and find the best solution for them because we do understand their challenges and where they're coming from.
Right. What's next? Can you talk a little bit about some of the technologies and automations that Fallas has on the horizon?
Sure. The wheels are always turning. We're always developing new machines. Currently, like at Pack Expo Las Vegas, we demonstrated a new HMI for our Adabot LV. It's very simple to understand, and we're really trying to meet operators where they're at and present the information in a way that they're familiar with. So I'm not going to call it an iPad, but just say it's something similar to that.
Sure.
And then also, we're just trying to stay ahead of trends. We're trying to work on, of course, one of the buzzwords right now is AI. So we're trying to integrate AI to, perform diagnostics on the machine, and then just smarter recovery of our machines, able to clear a jam on its own, so that way the operators can be used for a higher value task.
Awesome. And Jordan, I want to ask, is there one, we talked about the Adabot, is there any other machines you may want to spotlight that you guys that are newer, that you're offering, you're really excited about?
So I would say, honestly, just based on the feedback that we got at the booth, the other machine I'd like to spotlight would just be our G400. It's a gravity drop case packer, and it is so simple. It's literally just a set of Bombay doors and then a bullnose conveyor. The product goes on the conveyor. It pulls back, falls in the doors, and then that loads it into the case. A lot of people are really excited by the razzle dazzle of a robot, obviously. Like they want that, but then they're running a 10-pound bag of sauce. So the G400 is just such a simple solution. It is so easy to operate, easy to change over. And I think sometimes it gets lost. It's also been our longest running machine that we've had. So sometimes I think it gets lost in the newness, but it's really such a solid solution. I always have to spotlight that.
Awesome. And can you tell us a little bit more about what products tend to run on that machine the most?
Certainly. Typically, we do a lot of frozen foods, any kind of sauces, beans, rice. Again, you can do that. It really just depends on the pack pattern in your case. But if you are trying to load product lay flat and you don't have any fancy pack patterns, it's a really, really easy solution.
Very cool.
Awesome. Go for it, Sheri.
Yeah, so I think this is our last question. Like, since we're talking about the Halloween season, for candy producers, what do you think are the next big trends? Are we looking more at a smaller footprint, more flexibility, smarter handling? What do you see as kind of the next big thing for candy producers?
I think they would love it if everything could get even smaller. Our
Right.
case packers have such a small footprint, but still sometimes a lot of these manufacturers will be operating out of an extremely old facility, and it's a challenge to make it work. But I think auto recovery is something that is just on both of our radars as far as customers and suppliers. Just being able to free up operators for tasks that are a little more impactful than clearing a jam or something like that. So that's our big push, and that's where I see it going, is just the machines being able to be a little bit more self-sufficient. If you get to think about them 5% less, then that's 5% more time you can spend on really critical operations.
Jordan, we really enjoyed spending time with you today. I'm going to leave the floor to you. Is there anything else you may want to tell us about Fallas and your work there?
Fallas is just such a great company to work for. Like I said, I've been with them for 8 years. We really, really do care about our customers. One of our core values is obsessed with success, and we really do obsess with the customer's success. Over time, we have people we've worked with for like literally 30 years. And that is just so amazing, the relationships we've built. And then 80% of our business is repeat customers anyway. So it's just really nice to be a part of something that is so positive and that people regard so highly.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. Your story is inspiring. You mentioned you started as a receptionist, worked through marketing, now in sales. I appreciate you being here. And Sheri, you want to hit her with the toughest question of all?
Absolutely. What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Ooh.
It's Almond Joy. It's got to be
Oh,
Almond Joy.
nice.
I could eat a million of those.
Did not have that on my bingo card. I did not.
Is that a rare answer, or
Yeah, I don't.
what
Well,
about you guys?
you gotta like coconut, right? I like
Absolutely.
coconut. My favorite, I like a little Twix bar, a little Twix.
Oh, okay. A little
Nice.
fun size action.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Sheri?
Reese's all the way.
Oh, nice.
Pieces, cups.
I
What's
don't
your
like
format?
the cups are great. For some reason I think the Halloween ones they taste better. Maybe it's psychological. I don't know. Or maybe it's just like I don't eat them a lot, and then Halloween you're like, yeah, this is awesome. So yeah,
Awesome.
very
Well,
cool.
we had a sweet time with you, Jordan. We will let you out of here. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank
All
you so
right. Thank
much.
you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Jordan Stroud at Fallas Automation, for joining us on our very special Halloween edition of the Downtime. It was so great chatting with you.
Had a great time, Jordan. See you on LinkedIn. See you on LinkedIn. Was a little surprised though that the Almond Joy, the favorite candy. That's not something you hear all the time.
Speaking of LinkedIn, this might be a good time to tell you, if you're not following us over at LinkedIn, what are you even doing with your life? You need to reevaluate. Go follow us over at LinkedIn. You can also follow us on Instagram at the.downtime. You'll find a ton of our photos and fun videos, interviews, trade show floor, activities that we do. Go follow us over on Instagram. And you can also find us, the podcast, at YouTube, at SoundCloud, and at Spotify. And you can also find us at plantengineering.com and packagingoem.com. So go check it out.
Awesome. Great. I set up a nice little game segment, Sheri. This one, it is Halloween on the downtime, or should I say Downtime of the Dead. Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, Downtime of the Dead. We love it.
We're taking it back to the 90s, Sheri. The 90s were very formative in my life. I'm not going to say exactly why, but we both survived the 90s. We are going best Goosebumps style, but we're swapping out haunted masks for haunted machinery.
That's right. We've imagined the classic Goosebump series for the manufacturing world. Think R.L. Stine meets Alan Bradley.
We've reimagined some of the classics, added a factory twist. We'll read a few, see which one gives you the most downtime chills.
Or the most OSHA violations.
Whoa.
Zing.
Whoa. This is a throwback to the June episodes. Go back and listen to the safety stories. Those were good.
For sure. Yeah, go listen.
So here's how to play. Each going to give a title. of a potential Goosebumps story. These are not actual Goosebumps titles. I've reimagined them a bit. Sheri and I have worked together. We will read the title, riff for a little bit, tell a story, and maybe tie it into a real world situation that we have experienced this year. Sheri, do you want to go up first?
I will. All right, up first, the Goosebumps Manufacturing World Edition, the trade show that never ended. Now, Sarah, I know that coming up later in the game, we've got the tale of a trade show that you thought never ended and that you wanted it to end. So yeah, we've got that coming up. But yeah, the trade show that never ended. I know a lot of them feel that way.
It's sometimes when you're at these shows, especially in Chicago, the aisles are so long. Oh, it's like you're just walking forever. And poor Sheri, when we were in Chicago, she had to walk from one end all the way back to the other. And yeah, it felt like it never ended. But I'll kind of go, I've got another Goosebumps title for you. How about this? Return to Detroit.
No.
The editor cries again. And this is my little synopsis. After this year's crazy trip, I swore I'd never go back to Detroit. But there were other plans. And the moment I cross over the Michigan border, the lights on my SUV start to flicker, and the voice on the GPS says, "When will Ohio State beat Michigan again?" Answer, "Never." And it's the worst. And it's my nightmare. That's like I wake up every night in a cold sweat dreaming of something like that.
That's understandable. That's pretty cold even for a haunted GPS. Come on now.
I know. The minute I roll over that border, I knew you never know what'll happen. It's a very unique place to be. It's not my favorite place to be. That's not a secret. It's not a secret.
Oh,
But we
absolutely.
can move on.
All right. So let's escape from Detroit for a minute.
Okay.
How about this title? Welcome to the Dead Plant. And I don't think we're talking about some of the plants that I've killed off in my living room.
It's got more meaning than one, I guess. In terms of the actual plants that don't survive, I do really well with dogs. Plants, not so much. But the dead plant, it's like the machines never stop. Ooh.
I know, chilling.
Chill down my spine and the conveyor line. How about that?
Absolutely. All right.
I got another one just for us as editors. This is like called the SEO spell, and every time this would be about the book. It would be every time we write sustainability in the CMS, it adds 5 paragraphs about digital transformation.
Exactly. Yes. That is awesome. And this isn't optimization. This is possession. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh. Yes. So I guess another one just off the top of my head. The Downtime of the Dead. Sarah and Sheri are recording, and all of a sudden a zombie apocalypse breaks out. What are we gonna do? We're so far apart. And we'd have to we should actually offline, let's make a plan, a zombie plan. In the event something happens, we will have a meetup. We'll know where to go.
Exactly. We need our zombie action plan. Let us know what your zombie action plan is. You got to let us know in the comments. Let us know on LinkedIn. What are you doing if the zombie apocalypse breaks out? So we want to know.
I think you live by the ocean, yes? So
Yeah.
you have access to fish, things like that. I think you're set up naturally better than where I am. So maybe our zombie plan is Sarah throws her dogs in the car, put them in their car seats. They all have car seats, and head over to Sheri's house, I guess.
Come on down. Yeah, we'll go clamming. That's what Rhode Island has. But we have fish here.
We'll go clamming. I'll pack the microphone too, just in case we get a generator and we can do podcasts throughout the zombie apocalypse. How about that?
That's dedication, folks. Sarah and I will do our podcast even during the zombie apocalypse.
It's the Downtime of the Dead. Yes.
It is, exactly.
Yes.
I love it.
So that's it for me. Well, if you can even see me, get it?
I see you. All right. So yeah. Okay. Let me gear up again.
I got this nice little title belt on my shoulder. We're back in costume.
All right. So now Thank you so much for joining us for this Halloween episode of the Downtime, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.